Well, if you see the batting, I felt our batting was really good. The reason Rahane is batting at 3 is then, if you look at our batting lineup, Virat at 4, me and Raina at 5 and 6, followed by Stuart Binney. When you're chasing, it looks like a very good settled batting lineup, where you have power at the same time. You have people who have the experience to chase down big totals, and that was the main reason, we have said that Ajinkya Rahane should bat up the order. If he's playing, he should bat in the top 3. Otherwise, Raidu is somebody who has to bat, lower than that, maybe 5, 6 or 7. But if you see our batting line on paper, this team looks very strong. When Jinx bats at the top of the order, followed by Virat and followed by me and Raina, it looks as if, it has got all the ingredients. As far as bowling is concerned, you forgot to mention one of the main aspects. At that point of time, I had 8 overs of Ashwin, which I felt I really missed in this game. Of course, he got injured. We can't really help it. But till that point of time, the game was on. We are not giving runs to them. And after that, the few overs that were shared by Raina and Stuart Binney, those were the ones where we conceded a fair amount of runs, if not a lot. And then the last few overs, the death bowling was not good. Why I'm saying it's a bit disappointing is, because there was reverse swing on offer for the fast bowlers, which meant they should have executed the Yorkers, or even the back of the length hitting the deck delivery could have been used more effectively, but we were not able to do that. Yes, when you bat down the order, you have to take the blame. Because especially the fact that when you finish not many games, people always remember the ones that we have not finished. One was, of course, the England one. This is another one, and if I remember, there was one more when we were playing Sri Lanka at Rajkot. That was a few years back. It's not an easy job. It doesn't always work your way. Especially, you have to play the big shot at times, and if the wicket is great, if it's coming on nicely to the bat, more often than not, you use the pace of the bowler and, you can get away with it. But, on wickets like these where the average bounce is a bit low, they can still hit the deck hard and the ball doesn't really bounce as much as it should. So, it becomes slightly difficult. And also, when you're looking to play the big shot, at times it pays off, at times it doesn't pay off. So, it's a gamble, but of course, that's what my job is in the side. So, more often than not, I'm somebody, who has to finish the job for the team. Well, I think more than the series, what's important is for the individuals to take up the role and the responsibility, that is given to them. Yes, we did lose this particular game, but if you see the amount of setbacks that we had right from the start, one of your prime spinners, when you are evenly poised at, close to 35, 36 over, and that's the time when you lose him, it's not really easy to come back from that. And I felt, the batsmen did really good. I felt it was a 260 wicket, maybe 270 wicket if the batters, they batted well, but, they scored 303 runs, and it was a very close game. Close games can go either way, but it's just that, if we had our specialist spinner in the side, who was playing, then, the amount of runs that they scored, it won't have been the same. They would have certainly got a bit more, but I think, 270, 280 would have been what they would have got. Well, it's difficult to bowl to AB. It doesn't really matter, what kind of form in. He's somebody, who can play all around the wicket, and I feel it's very important at that point of time to execute your plans where, bowl to areas where you want to bowl, what your strength is. As far as Rohit's batting is concerned, that's why I said, looking in the first innings, I thought it was a 270 odd wicket, but the way Rohit and Jinx, their partnership, especially their partnership, the way they batted, it looked as if, the wicket became quite easy to bat on later, but, it could just be the fact that, the quality that they have in their batting, it was because of that it seemed to us that it was easy to bat on, because not to forget, it was still a two-paced wicket. There was reverse swing for the fast bowlers, and their fast bowlers, they're taller than us, so they can hit the deck harder, which means, at times you have to play the big shot, and I felt Rohit, took that risk very well. When you're chasing 300 runs, you have to keep taking risk at regular interval, and I felt, that's what he did brilliantly in this game.